Hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. So in this video, we are going to understand how to create Medium posts using ChatGPT. So are you also regularly posting on your Medium account? Then this video is definitely for you. So here I'm doing the same. I'm running a edutech company, and to attract more audience, we regularly post on our Medium account. So to make this process easy, what I want is that as soon as I add the title of the post in my Google Sheets, automatically with the help of the same title, ChatGPT should generate the post content, and that post content and the title should be posted on my Medium account automatically. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between Google Sheets, ChatGPT and Medium. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So I'm going to do all of this so that I can engage more audience. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video we are going to understand how to create Medium posts using ChatGPT. So as you know that I run an edutech company and we use ChatGPT to create blog content for Medium effectively. So now what I want is that as soon as I add the details of the blog right over here in my sheets, like the date and the title, automatically the post should be generated in my Medium with the help of ChatGPT, and that post link should be added right over here in my sheets. So this streamlined process saves us time and ensures that we consistently produce high quality content that resonates with our audience and attracts new students. So to do all of this, I've opened the landing page of Pabbly simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we are going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you're a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here, and now it is opening all Pabbly apps where you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account. And now it is opening my dashboard, and to start with the automation, we are going to click on this button which is create workflow, and now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which is automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to create Medium posts using ChatGPT, and then we are going to click on create right over here. So as soon as we are going to click on create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window of our automation because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So where we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So by this you can understand that the trigger commands the workflow and the actions are response towards that same command. So now we are going to select our trigger applications to start with our automation. So for our trigger application, I'm going to select Google Sheets right over here because I want that as soon as the new title is added in my Google Sheets, automatically with the help of same details, a new Medium post should be created. So I'm going to search for it and then we are going to select it. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select it as new or updated spreadsheet rows. So I'm going to select it, and now it is giving me a webhook URL. So we are going to use this webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Google Sheets account and our Pabbly Connects workflow. So first I'm going to copy this webhook URL and then we are going to open our sheets. And over here you can see that this is the spreadsheet I want to create this automation for, and I'm going to connect this with my workflow. So to do this, we are going to go on extensions and then add-ons, and then we are going to go on get add-ons. And now we are going to add an extension right over here which is Pabbly Connect webhooks. So for that I'm going to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks right over here in my search apps, and as you can see the same, so we are going to select it. And as you can see that I've already installed this, that's why as soon as I'm going to open this, it is showing me the option of uninstall. But if you haven't installed this, you're going to get the option of install right over here, and as soon as you're going to install this, you're going to refresh this spreadsheet so that you can get the extensions right over here. So now after refreshing the spreadsheet, we are going to go on extensions and then Pabbly Connect webhooks, and over here you can see initial setup. So we are going to go on in this initial setup to create a connection, and as soon as we are going to open this, it is asking me the selected sheet, webhook URL and the trigger column. So I've selected the sheet as sheet 1, so I'm going to select it the same only. For the webhook URL, we are going to paste the URL we copied from our workflow, and now it is asking me for the trigger column. So it is saying the trigger column will be a final data column. So for me it is B because I only want to send the data of A and B column to my workflow, so that's why I've selected the same. So now I'm going to click on submit. You can select your desired trigger column right over here. And yes, you can see setup configured successfully. So this means that we have successfully created a connection between our Google Sheets account and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission, and in order to do the test submission, I'm going to open my sheets. Again, we are going to go on extensions, Pabbly Connect webhooks, and as you can see, send on event button. So we are going to switch this button on because I want that as soon as a new event is occurred in my sheets, automatically the details should be sent to my workflow. And yes, you can see that we have successfully switched this button on. So it is really important to switch this on, otherwise you'll not be able to send the data to your workflow. So now after switching on this button, we are going to do the test submission. So I'm going to enter the date as today's date, which is 5th of August. So I'm going to enter right over here, and after entering the date, it is asking me for the title. So I want the title to be the benefits of learning PHP, and now it is asking me for the post link. So as you can see that we are going to generate this from the workflow, and then we are going to add this. So we are going to leave it as blank for now. And now as soon as we enter the date and the title, automatically these details have been sent to our workflow. So I'm going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response of a test submission or not. So I'm going to open my workflow, and yes, you can see trigger column B over here, you can see the title that we entered, which is the benefits of learning PHP. Over here you can see the spreadsheet name, you can also see the date that we entered, and also you can see the row index right over here, also the sheet name. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and we have successfully captured the response. And now what I want is I'm going to generate the content right from here with the help of ChatGPT. So to do this, we are going to select our action application as ChatGPT. So I'm going to search for ChatGPT right over here, and as you can see the same, so we are going to select it. And then for the action event, we are going to select it as ask ChatGPT, and then we are going to click on connect. And as soon as we are going to click on connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your ChatGPT account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now it is asking me for the token. So it is saying OpenAI uses API keys for authentication. Kindly visit your OpenAI API key page to get the API key which you need to enter here. So we are going to click on this hyperlink right over here, which is given, which is API key page, and as soon as we are going to open this hyperlink, you can see API keys. So we are going to create a new secret key. So over here you can see create a new secret key. So we are going to click on this button, and now it is asking the name of the key. So I'm going to keep the name of the key as testing right over here. We're going to move on forward. It is asking me for the project, so I'm going to select it as default project only, and now it is asking me for the permissions. So I'm going to give it all the permissions, and then we are going to click on create secret key. And as soon as we are going to click on this, you can see that this is my key. So we are going to copy this same key, and then we are going to paste it right over here in our workflow. And as soon as we are going to paste this key, we are going to click on save. And as soon as we are going to click on save, you can see connected right over here. So yes, we have successfully connected our ChatGPT account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me to select the AI model. So I'm going to select it as GPT-4 only, and then we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the prompt. So I want the prompt to be generate a post content on the title and paragraph without headings. So now we have to enter the title right over here. So we are going to map the title. So mapping is a method by Pabbly, which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step, where we selected Google Sheets as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received in my Google Sheets. So I'm going to give you an example that for the title, suppose I'm going to enter XYZ right over here manually, then this will not change with every new response received in our Google Sheets because this is static information and I've entered it manually. But if I'm going to map it from the previous response, I'm going to open the response, and over here you can see the title. So if I'm going to map it from the previous response, then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. So now after mapping the title and completing a prompt, we are going to click on save and send test request to generate the answer and to generate the content. And as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request, you can see that ChatGPT has generated as the message content. Over here you can see the whole message content. So we want this same content to be published on our Medium. So yes, with this we have successfully completed this action step, and now we are going to add the action step to add the same content to our Medium. So I'm going to search the action action application as Medium right over here because I want to create a post right there. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as create post, and then we are going to click on connect again. And as soon as we are going to click on connect, you can see again it is asking me for the same. So if you have already connected your Medium account, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me. Click on add a new connection, and again it is asking me for the token. So you're going to read the help text, and it is saying log into your Medium account, go to settings, security and apps, then go to integrations token at the bottom to get your API token. So again we are going to click on this hyperlink, which is security and apps. So as soon as we are going to click on this hyperlink, we are going to scroll and look for the integrations token, and as you can see the same, so we are going to click on this, and as you can see that these are the two tokens that I've already created. So we are going to create a new token. So it is asking me for the description, so I'm going to keep it as testing right over here to create a new token, and then we are going to click on get token. You can keep the description as you want, and over here you can see that this is my token which you have recently created with the name testing. So I'm going to copy this token and then click on done, and we are going to paste this same token right over here in our Medium. And as soon as we are going to paste this token, we are going to click on save, and as soon as we are going to click on save, you can see that we have successfully connected our Medium account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the user/author, so I'm going to select it as the same only. It is asking me for the post title, so we're going to map the post title from our Google Sheets response. Over here you can see the benefits of learning PHP, so we are going to map this. We are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the content format, so I'm going to select it as markdown right over here because I want it in the plain format, not in HTML format. Then we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the post content, so over here I want the post content to be the response received from our ChatGPT. So I'm going to open this action response, and over here you can see message content, so we are going to map this same right over here. And as you can see that this is the post content, we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the URL, so if you want you can definitely enter a URL right over here. Over here you can see that in the help text it is saying enter the original URL of this content if it was originally published elsewhere. So if you wish you can definitely add a URL, but it is not the required field, so I'm going to leave it as blank. It is asking me for the tag, and it is saying enter the tag for the post. So if you wish you can also add the tags, and you can also generate the tags with the help of ChatGPT only, but I don't wish to do so, so I'm going to leave it as blank again, and these both are not the required fields too. And now it is asking me for the publish status, so I'm going to select it as public. If you wish you can definitely select it as draft, generate the post in draft, review it, and then you can publish it, but I'm going to select it as public because I directly want to publish the post. And now after selecting all of this, we are going to click on save and send test request, and as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request, you can see that we have successfully created a new post in our Medium account. Over here you can see the title by which we have created the post, and over here you can see the post URL. So first I'm going to open the Medium to check for the new post created, so I'm going to open my Medium account, and over here we are going to refresh this page, go to our profile and look for the new post created. So I'm going to go to my profile right from here, and as soon as we are going to go on my profile, you can see that we have successfully created a new post, the benefits of learning PHP. So I'm going to open this right from here, and as you can see this is the same message content which we generated with the help of ChatGPT. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our post generation also. And yes, now I want to add this same post link in my sheets right over here in front of post link. So to do this, we are going to add another action application right over here. And now again for the action application, we are going to select it as Google Sheets because I also want to update the post link in my sheet so that I have the record of all the posts. So I'm going to search for it, and then we are going to select it again. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as update cell value. So I'm going to look for it, and as you can see, update cell value. So we are going to select it, and then we are going to click on connect. And as soon as we are going to click on connect, you can see again it is asking me for the same. So if you have already connected your Google Sheets account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, again you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and then over here you can see sign in with Google. So we are going to click on this, and now as you can see that after selecting my Gmail account, it is asking me for some permissions. So I'm going to click on allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on allow, Pabbly is safe. And as soon as we are going to click on allow, you can see that we have successfully connected our Google Sheets account with our Pabbly's workflow. Over here you can see connected, and now it is asking me for the spreadsheet name. So as you know, the name of my spreadsheet is Medium Post, so we are going to select the same right over here, which is Medium Post. And as soon as we are going to select the spreadsheet, it's asking me for the sheet, so I'm going to select it as sheet 1 only because because over here you can see sheet 1, and now it is saying range. So over here in the help text it is saying enter the range of the sheet that needs to be updated here, example C5. So over here we have to enter the range, which is the column name and the row index. So as you can see, the column is C and this will remain constant. So we are going to keep C as static right over here, and then for the row index we are going to map this because row index will change with every new title added. Suppose for the benefits of learning PHP the row index is 2, but if I'm going to enter a new title right over here, the row index will change to 3, but the column name will remain same, which is C, because I want to update the cell value of this column only. So that's why we selected the column value as static, and we are going to map the row index from Google Sheet responses. Over here you can see row index, so we are going to map this, and now after doing this it is asking me for the value. So it is asking what I have to enter right over here in C2 or for the next C3. So over here we are going to enter the post link. So for that we are going to open this Medium, and over here you can see the post URL. So we are going to enter this, which is the data URL, and we are going to click on save and send test request. And as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request, you can see that it is a positive response and we have successfully added this same URL in our sheet. So I'm going to open my sheets and check for the URL added, and as you can see that this is the URL added. So I'm going to copy this URL and we are going to open this URL and check for the post that is it the same URL, same post or not. And yes, you can see that it is the same. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, but I'll just test this workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So to do this, I'm going to open my sheets and we are going to do another test submission. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another title right over here, and then we are going to wait for the post link automatically generated. So first I'm going to enter the date right over here. Suppose I'm going to enter the same date only, which is 05/08/2024, 5th of August 2024. And now after entering this, and now after entering the date, we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the title. So now I want the title to be the benefits of learning Java. So I'm going to enter their benefits, and then instead of PHP we are going to enter Java right over here. So I'm going to enter it, and as soon as we are going to enter the benefits of learning Java, yes, we have successfully did the test submission, and now this means that Google Sheet has sent the details of our submission to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further created a new post in our Medium with the help of the same title. And yes, you can see that the post link has been added right over here automatically. We didn't get back to our workflow and click on save and send test request. Automatically the post link has been added right over here. So I'm going to open this link and check for the new post created in our Medium account with the title, the benefits of learning Java. So I'm going to open this right from here, and as you can see that this is the post automatically created in our Medium account with the same title, and also the link, post link, has been added right over here in my sheets automatically without any manual effort because we have created this automation. So yes, this means that we are successful with our automation, and I'll just summarize the workflow for you once. So for the trigger application we selected Google Sheets. For the trigger event we selected new or updated spreadsheet rows. For the action application we selected ChatGPT, and then for the action event we selected Ask ChatGPT. Again, for the action application we selected Medium, and then for the action event we selected Create Post. And also again for the action application we selected Google Sheets, and then for the action event we selected Updated Cell Value because I wanted, as soon as I add the new title right over here in my sheets with the same title, a message content, which is the post content, should be generated, and that content should be added right over here in my Medium and create a post. And as soon as the post is created, the post link should be again added to my sheets right over here under the post link section. And yes, we were successful with our workflow. Over here I'm going to show you the two post link I added right over here in my sheets with the help of my workflow. So one was the benefits of learning PHP and the another one was the benefits of learning Java. So we created all of this automation because I wanted to attract more students and engage with our audience so that I can generate more sales for my edutech company. And this automation streamlines my content creation process, allowing me to publish high quality articles that attract and retain our audience. And yes, we were successful with our workflow. So if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.